Steve Meisner here is going off to the right. He's got a little bit of pressure. And 58, who is 58 John? Jules? Who's 58?
I have to set up the finishing, not set up the
Okay, well, never mind then.
I think it's Bruce Chaffee.
Oh, Bruce Chaffee. He's going off to the right, and he's... I think he's got to come back, go back to the center. There may be a little more pressure. I think he's sailing into a dying breeze. It looks like he's being headed, too. And 54, who is not sure. Kevin? Oh, Kevin who? Kevin Mullen. I didn't, yeah. Or Kevin Mullen's boat. They're in a pretty nice lift and pressure. And 63, who could be... Oh, is that Alan?
Who are you asking about?
63.
Frank.
Oh, it's Frank. Oh, look at Frank. Is looking okay there. He may be winning this race right now. Ted finally picked up some pressure down here, down low. And I think Quigley's up there in 64.
Yes.
And he's just doesn't have as much pressure as Frank. It's all about finding the pressure tonight and staying in the current if you can. But I'd go for pressure over current. Here, Bruce Chaffee in 58. Looks like he went a little too far over into no pressure land. And he's having a hard time getting back towards the center of the course. We have up at the weather mark, and it looks like Dave Bryant rounds first. Spinnaker goes up right. Oh, he's able to set there between the mark and the offset. Well, sort of. Excellent. And then Charles, Prince Charles. Charlie Quigley doesn't set. We'll see if he can. It looks like he's perhaps closing. Hard to tell. There's a big old gap. And 5.
8, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that Bruce Chaffee?
Bruce Chaffee, who was Mr. Right. Right-hand side of the beat. And I'm not sure who's setting now. Anyway. Pretty close, third through 6 or 5, third through 6.
This is important.
Here are our two leaders, Dave Bryant and Charlie Quigley. Still the first race, Tuesday, August 18th. And Dave rounded ahead by about a boat length or maybe a boat length and a half, and Charlie was able to close the gap almost immediately. And it's a reach around. You just can't stick the bow down. There is seriously 2 knots of breeze, maybe. And they're bucking a current, so you really have to stick the bow up. And you can sort of see. And there's some brave soul is jibed, and who knows? There's more current back towards the, but it's going out. So you don't want to come back towards the committee boat right yet, because you'll hit the deepest part of the harbor, and it'll be working against you. Although this black boat, and I don't know the number. Maybe, I don't know if it's Perry or John, either Bob or John maybe. They've sailed pretty low and hung in there. Okay, here we have Dave Bryant stretching it out. He was even with Quigley, and he's put 3 boat lengths there, and then on top of it, Charlie has Bob Perry riding over the top of him. And so you can see, Charlie's, he's freaking slow right at the moment. And they all have to jibe back towards the center, get to the leeward mark. And so now it's a sort of a 3-boat race, although Dave's looking pretty strong with a 2 boat length lead, 2.5 boat length lead. Here's Alan in 4th place, moving along pretty nicely right at the moment as well, considering the pressure. Charlie still has the inside and can keep Bob pinned out there, maybe. Well, our leaders have jibed, and Charlie is looking much stronger. He was on the inside and now is ahead of Bob. Heaven forbid you have to put the bow down to get to the mark, though. They still do have full chutes, only because they're sitting to leeward. They'll be being swept up towards the mark. It's a little bit of follow the leader. Now, there's one word for this: fun. No, look at it. It's like your grandmother's drapes hanging in her living room. No, not a speck of cereal for our leaders. Dave Bryant's headed towards the finish, but he hasn't rounded the leeward mark yet. Charlie's still trying to go low, and Bob Perry is, holy mackerel. We'll be lucky to finish this race even. This evening had such promise. Oh, look at this. This guy has pressure. However, you know, breeze is starting to fill. It's still the first run of the first race, the only run of the first race. Frank's taking down his chute. He says, screw it, I'm done. And Charlie's taking down his, but look at, Dave has his chute up and it's full. Charlie probably figures he's too close to the breeze. But, who's right here? I think Dave Bryant's starting to go faster. Charlie has to head higher to get to the mark. And Matt is just, I mean, he's going to pass 8 boats right here.
No swearing.
And yeah, no swearing. And I mean, he's just able to, you know, he's going to be able to put the bow down in a second. And all those boats to leeward, he's going to roll. Except for, I mean, and I think he's going to pick up, oh yeah, 6 or 8 boats. And I think he's going to pass Bob Perry even.
Well, this is going to be an interesting fight.
Matt has come in and is now in 2nd place behind Dave Bryant. Sorry about the sun. I know it's there we go. We got a little shade there. And then Quigley.
Sorry, Frank.
Oh, Frank.
Well, no, Charlie's going around the other gate.
Yeah, Charlie's going. Yeah, I guess Charlie's gone around the other gate, and he's headed towards the finish, which is a plus. Oh, Bob, was that? Now, is that a foul, kids? Yeah, maybe not. Look at. If he makes Charlie tag, that's a freaking horror show. Now what's going on there? Nothing good, I'd say. That parked Charlie. And Frank. Is that Frank? Who's 63?
That's Frank.
That's Frank. Frank's smelling like a rose right now. Headed towards the finish, got some boat speed. Oh God, guys, this is bad behavior. Port tacks, stop trying to cross starboard tackers. You're not going to make it. That's bad behavior. Evil child. Quigley got screwed there. And so here, So Frank came out smelling like a rose out of this. Dave Bryant's right here, coming out of the sun like a Japanese zero. Can see him wave. That's Phoebe. She's always happy in conditions like this. And then Matt's in the middle. And wow, here we go. Frank, he was a nobody for a while on that run. Now he's a somebody. And okay, honey. Yeah, and this one's for you. I bet you're happy this race is over. Yeah, toot toots. No, sorry. So I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Either take this breeze and get everybody back in.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, go home. Bad girls, go home. Okay, and then Matt's going to finish third. Nice job. He picked up like 8 boats on the wind shift when the breeze did fill back in. Still pretty light. We're going to take and use what breeze we have to get everybody home against the current. And Charles got totally messed up by a port tacker. Charlie Quigley got to end up 4th. And then I'm not sure who 54 is. I can't really see. It's in the sun.
That's, Kevin.
Oh, it's Kevin. And then Bob Perry, who was there and it was gone. Yep. Nice. Looks like he's set up pretty well. You don't want the head stay to rattle, but you want some pump to it. Maybe the head stay's just a little bit loose. You could always cinch up on the back stay, but he's powered up. Nice.